Um, it's gonna be a comeback year for them, I think. So I think the Union will probably still pull out a victory, but it will be tough. I think it will be tough. It will be a tough game for the Union. It's gonna be at home, so home field advantage is always good for the boys. Town Energy Stadium is definitely a good place for the Union to play, I feel like. Then the next game, Sunday, March 10th at Sporting KC. Now, Sporting KC were a team that I was shocked that the Union beat last year. They are a very fantastic team, and especially at home, they're very good at home. 5 viewers, thank you guys so much. Put it out there on Twitter. Put it to your friends and stuff. Just promote as much as possible. We're trying to get a lot of people here to watch this. Let's see. So March 10th against Sporting KC. That's definitely going to be a pretty difficult game for the Union. Do I think they're going to come out with a loss? Not particularly, but I think they might unfortunately wind up on the losing side just because Sporting KC is such a good team and it's a pretty hard place to play, and they have a banner in their stadium that says "Welcome to Blue Hill." So what can I say? So if this will load, then we go to Atlanta United. Sunday, March 17th, Atlanta United. What more can I say? Atlanta United is probably one of the hardest, if not one of the most hardest, if not the hardest place to play in MLS. So what can I say about that? It's probably going to be a loss for the Union, but the Union have played well there in the past. They went down to 9 guys and only conceded 1 goal that wasn't off a penalty for the rest of the game, and scored 1 from themselves. So quite impressive if you ask me. So then after that Atlanta game, we go back home to play the Columbus Crew March 23rd. So we just had 2 back-to-back away games. Now we're going back home to play the Columbus Crew. Columbus Crew, not always the greatest team. However, I think the Union will likely pull out a victory there against the Columbus Crew. After that, after March 17th, or March 23rd, a week later from then, we play our first game against the newcomers to MLS, FC Cincinnati. FC Cincinnati, they're getting a lot of building blocks for the season. Signed an experienced Polish goalkeeper, Fernando Adi, another guy, that y'all know. This game's away at Nippert Stadium against FC Cincinnati, March 30th, 7:30. That should. I'm not sure what to expect right now out of FC Cincinnati. Do we think they're going to be good? Do you think they're going to be garbage? Do you think they're going to be average? You see that there's 3 people that are watching right now. You see that sidebar on the side there, where it says say something. Feel free to comment on this all you want. What your opinions are on the games. If you think FC Cincinnati is going to be good, if you think they're going to be bad, comment down on the side there. What do you guys think about that? Then, April 6th, a week after the Cincinnati game, we are home against FC Dallas at 7:30, April 6th. FC Dallas are always a pretty good team. They lost Maximiliano Urithi this year to Montreal. So, what are we expecting out of that game? It could be a tie, could be a victory. I think it will be a game in which we obtain some points, however. Then we go to LA to play Zlatan and the LA Galaxy. With their stadium that's now been renamed to Dignity Health Center Park or something like that. That's it, yeah. Dignity Health Sports Park. That is a terrible name. So then against LA Galaxy. LA are just a very odd team on paper they should destroy everybody, but they don't. So this will be an interesting game. Definitely a game that I think if they win, will be a very big proving point for the Union. If they can defeat big teams this year, that will definitely be a something big to look forward to in 2019. Will the Union be able to take down those big clubs that they have never been able to do before? So that'll be a big thing to see come April 13th. Then a week later from then, we play Montreal Impact at home, April 20th. Montreal are they're always a middle of the pack kind of team, not always great, not always bad. Usually go to a lot of more times than less are above the playoff line, but last year they weren't. And they have key pieces on their squad, such as Piatti and now Oriti. So will the Union be able to get good results against them this year? I hope so. But Montreal have always just been a team that the Union can never really play fantastic against. Always like some home losses against them, which is, home losses always happen a couple times each season, but always seems to come to against Montreal. So hopefully we can have a good performance against them on April 20th. Then we have a lot of Saturday games this year. Then we go away to Vancouver. Always a dreaded place to play because how long of a plane ride that is. 5 hours for you guys who are plane experts. So Vancouver is going to be another team to see how they bounce back in 2019. They didn't have a fantastic season last year, but with the departure of I can't think of his name, the young kid, Alphonso Davies, he has now left the club for Bayern Munich in Germany. And then they also lost Kai Kamara, a guy who scored a lot of their goals in 2018. So will the Vancouver Whitecaps be good this year? That will be another question to see. And hopefully by April 27th, we'll be able to figure that out if the Union can take them down. I think they can, but what do you guys think? Then we play FC Cincinnati again. This one's at home. That game is a Wednesday night, May 1st, 2019, 7:30 p.m. I feel like I'm going to have a baseball game that night. Season isn't even out yet. I didn't even sign up yet, but I just feel like I'm going to have a baseball game that night. Then Saturday, May 4th, we are playing against New England at home. I suspect that it will be hot that day for some reason. New England always – I'm not going to say they always suck, but they're not usually good. Have they gotten a lot of pieces yet? No, but they have gotten some players added onto their squad already. So New England, hopefully – the Union usually fare decently against New England, and hopefully this year they can do fare well once more. So then we go away to Toronto FC, BMO Field, May 11th. The Union don't always fare well against Toronto FC. Always seem to let Giovinco get into the back line and cause some havoc. And that's going to be another game for the Union that will prove something if they're going to be good on the road this year, or if they're going to be bad on the road this year. Last year they were actually pretty good on the road. The year before they were garbage. So will this be a year that they finally string together tons of wins on the road? Will there be a middle of the pack team on the road this year, or will there be an absolutely garbage team? And if they're going to be a very good team, they have to win games like that. Then we come back home to play the Seattle Sounders on May 18th. Seattle Sounders being a team who, usually do advance pretty far in the playoffs. Unfortunately lost to Portland this year on a crazy game. I remember watching that. It was like 2 a.m. And me and my dad were down here. We were on the edge of our seats as Daron Asprilla scored a goal to eliminate them. So Seattle, are always a team that the Union put up good hard fights against. They actually beat Seattle away this year, which was the most shocking game of the year. It was 11 o'clock Wednesday night game. I was in bed by the time the game even started. But then I woke up, I watched the game, or when I got home from school, and 0-0, 90th minute, Fafa Pico steals the ball from Stephen Fry, puts it away, and that I gotta say that was the most surprising 3 points I've ever seen for the Union. So that was definitely a surprising game. But will they be able to take the W against Seattle at home on May 18th? I'm not sure. Seattle, they could be losing Ozzy Alonso, who's been a key factor for their club for quite a long time now. So who knows what will happen to Seattle. They always seem to start off the year terribly, but then bounce back and have a great ending to the season. So then we have the Portland Timbers, another Cascadia club, the Saturday after that being May 25th. 7:30 p.m. of course, against the Portland Timbers. And the Portland Timbers, not much I got to say about them either. They're just a solid team that's usually pretty good every year. And so will they be able to, that's going to be another game that's going to be big for the Union. Will we be able to prove that we can play with those high-level MLS 3.0 clubs that everyone talks about? And Portland are one of those teams. Will we be able to beat them this year? Hopefully. Then we got the Colorado Rapids at home. So we have a 3-game home stretch there from May 18th to May 29th. This time it's against the Colorado Rapids, who generally suck. But we have, former Union player Keegan Rosenberry in this club. They also got Diego Rubio from Sporting KC, who I'd say is a very good player, but just didn't really get too much chances down in KC. And they also got Kai Kamara. So a lot of offensive attack-minded players. And also they got our boy Keegan Rosenberry. I'm a little sad about that. Keegs, we will not boo you when you come back. We all love you. We are all sad that you've gone. However, Colorado Rapids generally suck, so hopefully we can pull out a victory against them. Then we go away to the brand new stadium that is Allianz Field. Allianz Field sounds terrible, by the way, but it's a very beautiful stadium. So then we go away to Minnesota to play Minnesota United. Minnesota United usually suck as well. However, they're coming off a year where they fared decently. They had bright spots in the summer when Darwin Quintero was just tearing it up. And now that they've gotten their very own stadium, they've gotten their, a very good player in Darren Espria. Pep, do you want to be in the video? So this is my dog who's just roaming around. Say hi to the 2 people watching. Hi, Pep. Hi. Pep, look at the camera. So, yeah, I was talking about Minnesota United, right? So, Minnesota United, hopefully, I kind of feel bad for their fans because Minnesota has been absolutely garbage the past 2 years, 3 years or whatever, how long they've been in existence for. So, hopefully Minnesota, hopefully we can pull out a victory against Minnesota United. But I think they'll be improving this year a little bit. Then we're home against the New York Red Bulls, and expect there to be a U.S. Open Cup game scattered in there, but that has not been scheduled yet. So we played the New York Red Bulls on June 8th. That's always going to. Usually they play the Red Bulls in the summertime, and those are usually pretty heated, intense games. And the Red Bulls always. I feel like the Union always put up a good fight against them. They never get blown out of the water, but they never blow Red Bull out of the water either. So it's gonna be interesting to see how the Union fare against these big name clubs, as I keep saying. And Red Bull are one of those big name clubs. Can we do it against the Red Bulls? Hopefully. Then we go away to play the New England Revolution. Revolution, as I said before, are usually a weak team. Their back line is usually terrible. Their goalkeeping options are usually terrible. But Matt Turner is actually a pretty decent goalkeeper. So, Revolution, we should be able to beat them. Then we go away on June 29th to play NYCFC. Now, this is a 3-game away game. We have 3 away games here with the Revolution, NYCFC, and then Orlando. NYCFC, they're playing that stupid baseball stadium, Yankee Stadium. The Union always lose there, so if they lose that game, I wouldn't be surprised. Then we head down to Orlando, and they've lost a lot of key pieces, such as Yoshi Yotun, and their goalkeeper, Joe Bendick. So Orlando, we should be able to beat them, hopefully. We should have beat them in the regular season last year, but we did not. And so July 3rd, that's got to be 3 points for the boys. Then, oddly enough, we come back to play Orlando City at home this time. So 3 days later, that's a Wednesday night game for the Union, July 3rd against Orlando. Then we come back 3 days later to play them on Saturday against Orlando City on July 6th. The time for that game is to be determined. What the heck? All right, so I'm just looking at the schedule, and I see something really weird below that. So, yeah, we play Orlando City again. As I said, Orlando City are not very good, so hopefully we can get, back-to-back 6 points against Orlando City. Then we go away to play Real Salt Lake on July 14th, and we play them at 12 a.m. So, noon lunchtime. We eat lunch, and Union are playing. But for some reason, this is away, so that I think Real Salt Lake Stadium. Yeah, Real Salt Lake Stadium is in Mountain Time, I believe, and that's 2 hours ahead. So they're playing 10 o'clock out there, which is very odd. You never see MLS schedule any games before 12 or after 1 usually. So that's definitely weird to see the Union playing a game that early. Yeah, because 12 o'clock Eastern time. That's really weird. 12 a.m. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's very embarrassing. That moment of realization I just had. That's 12 a.m. midnight out here. So it's okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. That's a 10 o'clock. That's still kind of odd, though. It's a 10 o'clock start time out there, which is very weird. I'll still have to stay up to watch that one. But, yeah, Real Salt Lake is a very decent team at times when they want to be. Albert Rusnak is a very good player. And that would be definitely odd to see if they could pull out a victory against Real Salt Lake. Never really play well there for some reason. Then we're home against Chicago Fire. Chicago are garbage. That's a hopefully easy 3 points. Then we're away at the Montreal Impact. Montreal, as I said, never really fared well against them. Probably, let's see, it's away, so hopefully we can get a dub there. Then we're playing away against DC United, the first game away there. Second overall, first one of the season. We'll be taking on now arrested Wayne Rooney. That's an L for you. Take that to Wayne Rooney. Hopefully we can get a bunch of Union fans to go down there for that game because I love to get 3 points down there. That'd be a big 3 points for the Union. Then we're home against Dynamo, a team that I sorely despise now that they beat us in the U.S. Open Cup. 6 o'clock start time on August 11th against the Houston Dynamo. Houston Dynamo are possibly at risk of losing Romel Kyoto, a very good player for their team. So unfortunately for them, they might be losing him. So hopefully that opens up a door for us so we can get 3 points. Then we're away at the Chicago Fire. As I said before, Chicago are always trash. So hopefully we can get 3 points in that game. Then we're home against DC United. 3-game home stretch against DC, Atlanta, and LAFC. DC being a team who, had a good surge last year, right about this time in late August. So hopefully we can prevent that from happening again. Then we have Atlanta United. Their team just speaks for themselves. They're very good on the offense, but who knows? Will they be losing Joseph Martinez? Will they be losing Miguel Almiron? We're still yet to find out. Then we have LAFC the next. That's actually a long time without a game. We have 2 weeks without a game in between there. There's usually an international break right there. So we're playing Atlanta and then we're playing LAFC. LAFC, another team that is a big name club, and if we can pull out, I say if we get 6 points out of that home stretch, that'll be good. DC, Atlanta, and LAFC. If the Union get 6 points out of the home stretch, I will be glad. Then we're away at 3-game away stretch against Red Bull, San Jose, and Columbus. And once again, I want the Union to get 6 points out of that. San Jose are terrible, always terrible. Columbus are always a middle of the pack team, but the Union always have capabilities to beat them. Then we have Red Bulls, New York Red Bulls, and I predict that the Union will lose that game. Usually, away at the Red Bulls never really does us well. Union never do too well against the Red Bulls away, but that's okay. Those are 2 kind of easy games there, San Jose and Columbus. The only thing that sucks about that is that we're away for those two. So then the last game of the season is against October 6th, Sunday, home against NYCFC. The David Villa, team without David Villa now. So who knows? Will NYCFC suck this year? Probably not. But David Villa has departed from their squad. So that's all I gotta say about the MLS schedule for this year. I said the Union's challenging games are kind of well spread apart. So in terms of that, I think they're kind of lucky. But what do you guys think about the Union's 2019 schedule? Leave it in the comments. I don't know if this video will stay up on the channel once I end the stream. Hey, Mike, thank you for joining. What was I gonna say? What was I saying? Comments. Yes, thank you. So feel free to comment your thoughts and opinions on this HD Gamer 1136. Greetings. People are commenting now. I just about to end the video and everyone's commenting. So, just feel free to leave your comments. What do you think about the schedule? What do you think about the 2019 season? Leave your predictions. Leave your thoughts. Leave your opinions. Feel free to subscribe, comment, whatever the heck you else want to do. Dislike the video if you feel like it, because I love honesty. So, thank you all for watching. See you next time on Talk Dupe with Ryan. End stream. End.